Hi, in this video, I wanted to talk about how much I love YouTube. And that's really the premise of this video because about 23 days ago, I started a challenge to myself to post every day for 90 days. And I have been consistently doing that. And I am just loving showing up here. I am so surprised by that. And it just taken me by such a surprise because I found it so easy to get on camera and start talking, which shouldn't be surprising to me because I have been a talker since as early as I could talk. Like I have loved to talk, I've loved to communicate with other people. And I don't know, there's something about YouTube that just scared me. And so I thought I'd make this video because there might be someone out there thinking they'd love to get on YouTube and they're feeling like it might be too complicated, or they're afraid to do it, or they think they might not like it. And I'm just here to say, give it a go, give it a try because you might love it. And so, why do I love it? I love that I can just turn on the camera and talk. And I realize once a day might be too much. I'm testing it out. So, I've committed to the 90 days. But at the same time, I think I can give value in every email, even if I'm talking for 90 days, because currently, I'm talking about email marketing, and I think I would like to talk about that for a long time, but I don't know. I'm really starting to think I could see myself as a YouTuber who's potentially talking about other things as well. Um, but I really love talking. I love communicating. So I just turn on the camera and talk as if I'm talking to a friend. I have a lot of business friends who I talk to. I have friends in person who I talk to. And, I just feel like that one-on-one conversation is something I value so much. And while I realize you can't talk to me back as I'm recording this, I can get your comments below. And that hasn't been something I've gotten a lot of yet, but I have seen a like on almost every video. I've gotten a few comments, and I can see that that potentially would build up. So I love that, the ability to get out there in a place where there are millions of people and potentially have a conversation. I will say that one of the things that stopped me, that concerned me, was people coming along and just being really mean and saying rude things and hateful things. And like I've heard so many terrible things that people have had said to them, and that's not something I'm personally willing to deal with. So if that becomes a thing, I will have to reevaluate how I would be here because I am not going to be, allowing myself to be subject to really toxic stuff. But to this point, I haven't had any issue, although it's only 20 something days. How I might handle that, we'll see. Maybe there's a way to handle it. But I've seen so many like people who have huge followings have a lot of mental health concerns around that. So that's a real potential concern I had before I got on YouTube. But as I get more and more into it, and if any big YouTuber happens to see this video, I'd love your advice. And not the kind of advice like if you put your stuff out there, you should expect people to talk to you like that, or it's good for engagement or things like that. But if you have advice of like, how do you keep it out of your life? Because I definitely don't want, you know, dealing with people who are toxic and negative to be part of my life. But so far, I'm loving YouTube, and I intend to see if I can continue to love YouTube. The thing is, being an email marketer, I don't have to be here, right? Like I can stop doing YouTube at any point, and obviously I don't earn money from it at this point, but I make my living through email marketing. And that doesn't they I don't receive hate there. So that's why it was always very intimidating to me to get on here. But why do I love it? I love it because I can do that conversation I'm having right now with you. Just things popped in my head and I say them. I'm hoping that I can be clear and consistent enough that it is of value to everyone or some people. Like it's not going to be valuable to everybody, but some people will watch this video and think, I have been thinking about YouTube and I'm worried about it. And I'm like hesitant and not sure if I'm going to like it or be able to get videos up. And I just find, not editing videos, getting on here and speaking without having to write a script or anything like that, super easy for me. Really feels like a way to connect with people and get people to really get to know me and what I have to offer. And another thing is, I have just been starting to take better care of myself. As someone who works from home, I have ADHD. It's hard. The task initiation is hard. Just getting my hair done. I love this like wavy hair, but it takes like a few minutes. It doesn't even take that long, like 10 minutes maybe. But to get my hair done, to put on some makeup before a video because now it's like my job. That makes me feel better overall. And so getting on here every day makes me feel better. I have been pre-recording a lot of videos, but still, that's something that I'm doing on a consistent basis because I'll record every day and then just get a stockpile. And I think I may use that stockpile. Like I'll probably spend like a week at a time recording a bunch of videos so that over the month I can have those daily ones going out because my 90 days isn't up anytime soon. And then I also have other things to do. Like I'm creating a course right now called Email for a Living. I do send my daily emails. We've got a young puppy in the house and I need to spend my time training him, but that's what it's all about, right? Like I'm looking for methods of building my business that fit around my lifestyle. That's why my whole site and my whole business focuses on lifestyle freedom, and my site's called Living Lifestyle Freedom. So, this video is just about how much I love YouTube. What else can I say about it that I love? The stats, the data, like there's so much data, and also there's a goal. Even though I don't know how much I'll make from being monetized, I love that I'm aiming for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 uh, watch hours because it just gives me like a motivational goal. And when you go into YouTube Studio, you can see that. As someone who's running my own business, like my goals are set by me. And so if I don't reach them, there's no penalty or there's no reward if I do. But I love how YouTube has set that. And another great thing about YouTube is you become part of the YouTube community. I see all these other YouTubers and they've gotten these like those plaques, and I think they go to events and like they get to know each other. I think that's really cool. And I have been looking for a community like where people actually connect. Like everything I've been seeing online, a lot of the social media is so surface level, and I'm not interested in surface level. I'm interested in like good conversations, good people, good connections. And I feel like there's a possibility for that to somehow manifest itself in being a YouTuber. So I don't see myself as a YouTuber yet, but I do see it as a possibility. And I know I need to learn about how to record with a ring light without having it shine on my glasses, but I love to just go ahead and do things imperfectly, right? So I just actually recorded a couple of videos for my course with the same issue. I love this new ring light I got for Christmas. I don't really know what I'm doing. I might need to look up some YouTube videos on how to wear glasses and do YouTube. So, that's it. I'm sure there's other reasons I didn't prepare anything. I just thought I'd flip on the video and share that with you. And I would love to hear why you love YouTube if you do. And I'll talk later.